Welcome to the Rolling Green Podcast. I'm Julius, and this is the news for the week ending June 27, 2025. First up, BigAuto learns that incentives are good for business. In what is a reversal of previous statements, the National Automobile Dealers Association, including Carmax, Carvana, and other retailers, with the support of Recurrant and the Electric Vehicle Association, submitted letters to Congress imploring the Senate to keep the EV tax incentives and remove the proposed federal registration tax on electric and electrified vehicles. The group argues the incentives are critical to the continued growth of their respective business models. Dealers are looking to keep in place tax credits for new and used electric vehicle purchases, the credit to incentivize battery production, and the credit for installation of charging equipment at a business or personal home, as well as drop all federal registration fees for battery electric and electrified vehicles. The letter includes the following quote: "Dealerships like ours have invested billions of dollars as small businesses to serve our communities, to improve EV education, and to offer exceptional service." It continues with, "We need a stable and consistent market for our dealerships to plan, invest, and grow." Automotive News notes that one dealer, David O'Brien, a used car sales manager at Campbell Auto Group, Volkswagen, and Nissan, signed the bill because the EV tax credits have reduced costs for consumers, generated new business. We'll continue to follow this story. A top 10 list this week: states with the most EV registrations according to Car and Driver magazine. Now, even with the tumult of tariffs, higher average prices compared to gas counterparts, and the impending loss of tax credits, electric vehicle sales, while slower, continue to grow. In California, 1 in 4 registrations are for full electric vehicles. This list was compiled by Car and Driver using the latest data available in 2023 from the U.S. Department of Energy. Coming in at number 10, Arizona with 89,798 EVs registered. Number 9, the Mile High State of Colorado with 90,083. The peachiest state in the Union, Georgia, comes in at 92,368 EV registrations, while number 7, the home of Da Bears, Illinois, comes in at 99,573 EVs registered. Number 6, New York, the 6th highest number of EVs registered at 131,250. And breaking in at number 5, New Jersey with 134,753. Landing at number 4, Washington and its 152,101 EV registrations. And before we get to the top 3, take a minute to subscribe to Green Car Geek on Substack. With a free subscription, you'll gain access to chat, the latest updates, and early access to new videos 1 week before they go public on YouTube. Also, if you'd like to share your EV journey with me, scan the QR code on the screen to get started. All right, back to the top 10 list, states with the highest electric vehicle registrations. Coming in at number 3, Texas with 230,125 EVs registered. The state best known for black gold and amazing barbecue, Texas is home to the 3rd highest number of electric vehicles. Our number 2 is the dangling participle, better known as Florida. Not including golf carts, Florida hosts 254,878 electric cars, trucks, and SUVs. They also boast a robust charging infrastructure with over 12,201 ports. And finally, number 1, well, it's no surprise that goes to the Golden State of California. Takes the top spot with EV registrations at a whopping 1,256,646. Add to this, Car and Driver notes the state is home to over 52,442 charging ports and counting. Again, that data was from 2023. Mazda takes another swing. After a disastrous foray with their premier EV, the Mazda MX-30, well, Mazda's back in the batting cages working it out with a new EV, a replacement for the vulnerable MX-5. Auto Express reports patents filed for the new model feature batteries placed in the transmission tunnel with the motor positioned behind the seats. This will raise the center of gravity slightly, which will help Mazda retain the nimbleness associated with the MX-5. A transmission tunnel also hints at the car's ability to support dual or triple powertrains, full EV, ICE, and possibly hybrid or plug-in hybrid. The patents also note the vehicle will have a single motor in the rear, keeping with the tradition of lighter weight and rear-wheel bias. There are no indications of battery size, chemistry, or motor performance, nor if the vehicle will be made available in the US. EV batteries outlast their host. A new study reported by Autoblog reveals how EV batteries degrade slowly and will well outlast the life of a gas-powered vehicle. Geotab, a UK-based telematics company, has analyzed the data of over 10,000 electric cars and learned that EV batteries, on average, degrade by 1.8% annually, and after 20 years, should retain on average up to 64% of their original capacity. The average life expectancy of a gas-powered vehicle is 14 years. Geotab's study also revealed that EV batteries have a failure rate of less than 0.5%. As newer battery chemistries and solid-state batteries make their way into the market, the future rates may drop even lower. Speaking of old EV batteries, they find a new life. Wish your Nissan Leaf had a larger battery? Well, how far would you go with a 2.1 megawatt hour battery? I'll let you do the math, but 2.1 megawatt hours is the size of a battery storage unit made from used Nissan Leaf batteries. The 10 megawatt system, which it's a part of, is installed near Italy's largest transport hub, Aeroporto di Roma Fiumicino Airport. If I've got that wrong, my apologies. The batteries make up 1/5 of the airport's battery energy storage system, storing the energy collected by 55,000 solar panels. Together, they can generate up to 31 gigawatts of electricity. And finally, a look at EV sales for the month of May. New EV sales rose by 4.2% month over month to 103,435 units, maintaining EV market share of 6.9%. Looking at year over year for May, sales were down by 10.7%. The biggest winners are Tesla, who continues to maintain market leader status despite only seeing a 0.6% month-to-month increase. Following Tesla are GM, Hyundai, Ford, and Honda. Used EV sales for May show growth. Sales increased 1.1%, reaching 36,609 units. This keeps EVs at a 2.2% market share. Meanwhile, year-over-year sales reached 32.1%. The best-selling used electric vehicles for the month of May were the Tesla Model 3, Model Y, Model S, Model X, and the Chevy Bolt. That's the news for this week. Green Car Geek News is published weekly-ish on the Rolling Green Podcast. You can subscribe to the Rolling Green Podcast by just looking for it on Substack at Green Car Geek, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, and Spotify.